While threats of sequestration topped Governor Calvo's agenda in Washington for the National Governors Conference last week, the governor also took the opportunity to highlight some of the pressing issues to top-level federal officials. Governor Calvo met with U.S. Homeland Security Secretary Janet Napolitano during his trip to Washington. And while no guarantees have been made, the meeting was a significant step in the right direction to secure parole authority for a China visa waiver.
We feel very confident that from what we've heard from again, this senior aide of Ms. Napolitano, that there will be a conclusion. And he is recommending to the Secretary that resolution will happen either late March or April of this year. So it's going to happen.
Now that sequestration is gradually seeping across the nation, Governor Calvo says one of the more urgent issues Guam and the other territories are facing is communication with the federal government, or lack thereof.
We don't know those impacts. We're getting secondhand information. We're getting it from lower levels. But I was in Washington, D.C., and I share the views of every other territorial governor, every other governor of an insular area. They have not answered those questions.
However, Governor Calvo acknowledges that while the impact is not yet completely known, he is positive that Guam is in a better position to handle the drastic cuts compared to where the island stood financially in the past.
We are actually, in terms of our financial affairs, in much better shape than many of, if not all, the other insular areas, including Puerto Rico. So we are best prepared financially to take these hits, but we don't have that luxury either.
It seems like it may be inevitable that there are going to be drastic cuts. In light of that, what are some of the priorities your office will be focusing on? You know, military visa waiver.
I think for our office, it's always on those critical services that hit on our most needy, and those services that also provide stability in this community.
Governor Calvo is also calling on the federal government to loosen the shackles it has on the island and allow it some flexibility to better control its own finances.
As the federal government has these issues and these cuts, then why don't we start looking at some of these mandates that they've imposed on us and give us some flexibility, give us some relief, give us some time to work on all these mandates or these edicts that have been imposed on us, so we don't go bankrupt trying to fulfill all these mandates. Once you loosen up some of the strings that you've, not even strings, the shackles that you've provided this government,